everybody, Jenn at JCS Wildlife here, and this week in honor of the 4th of July, I want to talk about our national bird, the bald eagle. I know it's not a backyard bird, but they're pretty darn cool, right? So, did you know that the word bald comes from the early British settlers who used the word bald to mean white-headed? Eagles are the only eagles that are located exclusively in North America, and they go from Mexico all the way up past Canada to Alaska, and Alaska actually has the largest concentration of eagles anywhere in the world. Now, they will migrate south from Alaska and Canada, except for the ones that live in Alaska along the coastline. And because their waterways don't freeze up and they can hunt all year round, they will stay throughout the winter and be able to hunt and eat, and so they don't need to migrate. Now, have you seen the talons on an eagle? They are so huge, but you know what I learned? I learned, and they have no excuse for this, they can fish. They can spot a fish from a mile away, but they can be a little lazy. So if they find another hunting bird that has some prey in its talons, it will chase, the eagle will chase down and keep chasing that bird until that bird gets so tired that it lets go of its fish, and then the eagle takes it over. They can also swim. So if they catch a really large fish in a body of water, they can swim. They do kind of like a butterfly swim with their wings, and they can swim to shore where they can eat it on shore. And then other times they can eat so much that they can't fly for about 24 to 48 hours. So imagine, a female bird is about 14 pounds and the male bird's about 10 pounds. So if they eat about 2 pounds of meat, they just might be so heavy that they can't fly. They need to wait for that to wear off. Anyway, they mate for life, and their courtship is kind of cool. So they will fly around, lock talons, and soar down to the earth until just before they're gonna crash, and then they unlock and go off and mate. So where do they mate? Well, they have a nest, and their nests are huge. As a matter of fact, we have one here in southern Indiana that we can see from the highway, and it is just in this big tree, and it's a huge nest. It's about 6 feet wide, about 2 to 4 feet tall. That's the average size. And then they're gonna lay about 2 to 3 eggs and at a time, and it's gonna take about 35 days for those to hatch, and then the youngsters are gonna stick around for about 12 weeks before they're able to fly off and leave. And the cool thing about the youngsters, I didn't know this, it can take up to 5 years before they get that patch of white feathers on their head. They're just gonna be brown like the rest of the body until they're about 4 or 5 years old. So they can live to be about 20 or 30 years old in the wild, and in captivity they live even longer. So I suggest that you find one of those live streaming cameras around the country and watch them, because they are just, it's amazing to see them flying in and out of the nest, laying their eggs, sitting on their eggs, and then feeding their young, and then their young learning to fly. It's so super cool. So happy 4th of July, everybody. We hope you have a wonderful time, and just remember, here at JCS, we're always happy to help. Have a great 4th.